Hi everyone, my name is Bailey Mitchell and I am the owner of Mindful Minis. I wanted to create a video so that I can explain what Mindful Minis is and what to expect if you were to enroll your child with us. We are a mental health informed daycare, which can mean a lot of different things to a lot of people, but to us it means that everything we do at Mindful Minis will be very intentional. So that includes our curriculum, our communication with the children, the way we set up the classroom, the way we decorate the classroom, the food that we feed the children, and the list goes on. Essentially, we want to create a space where it's not just that we're watching the children, we are being very engaged and interactive and intentional with those interactions, because this age from 0 to 5, or any age truly, but essentially in the childcare setting, these ages are really crucial times for their development and their sense of self, their identity. So it's really important to us that we nourish and we create a lot of attention to that time, because as a parent putting my own child in daycare, it was really important for me to find a place that was going to be very intentional. So here we are creating a space where we hope that parents can feel comfortable sending their kids to Mindful Minis. So today I just want to give a brief overview of the things that we offer, and then in the future videos I can describe a little bit more in detail what we offer and just the specifics around what we offer. So in our curriculum, we'll utilize our term CARE, which is just a behavior approach, and it stands for Connect, Accept, Co-Regulate, and Empower. And this will be our way of managing difficult transitions, or when kids are having challenging emotions or just need some one-on-one time. We'll utilize that CARE approach, and we will have our behavioral care advocate available to provide that one-on-one. That way the teachers can go on with their routine, because we don't want to hold back the other kiddos who are needing to continue that transition or move to the next activity, because this one child is having a challenging emotion. So we would essentially sub in our behavior care advocate to provide that one-on-one time to then help that kiddo transition to the next activity. We also want to be very interactive and collaborative with our parents. So for example, if we have an infant in the infant room and this parent wants to make sure that we're rocking that child to sleep until they're in a deep sleep, and if that child has a hard time transitioning to the crib and they wake up, then they want us to keep rocking, then that's what we'll do. If this parent over here wants us to try to lay them in the crib and then help soothe them while they're trying to go to bed for their nap, that's what we'll do. So it'll be very collaborative to make sure the parents feel like however we're handling their routine at Mindful Minis is what's comfortable and what feels safe to the parent. Our curriculum will consist of the traditional academic approach and education approach, with that social emotional piece, with just some extra sprinkle of mental health in it, and probably just a little bit more than what the traditional childcare setting has. I think what Mindful Minis means when we say mental health approach, it's not just the curriculum, it's all of those pieces that I've given a brief example over that incorporates mental health into the day-to-day activities, not just the curriculum, but each specific thing about Mindful Minis will have that mental health informed approach and intention behind it. Another piece about Mindful Minis is something that I'm really passionate about, and it's the way that we communicate with the children day to day and in their interactions. So they're not just there playing, they're not just there hanging out. Our teachers are either they're engaging with them and giving them positive projections, such as, wow, you're so creative, or I can tell that you really worked hard to create that. Or even just the way that we handle situations. It would be more problem solving. It would be more making space for them to have choices and safety to express themselves and to feel how they're feeling, and then also to just be very intentional in the way that we're communicating with them rather than telling them what to do. So we want to be respectful, to then model respect rather than trying to instill obedience or compliance, because that's not something that's important to us at Mindful Minis. So it would be, our language is really important, and the way that we're interacting with the kids is something that will be the heart of our day-to-day and in our curriculum, and something that our teachers will have a lot of training and a lot of hours set and dedicated to best ways to communicate with our children. Traditional mental health services will be available to families as desired, and if they are interested in receiving therapy services, we partner with Amy Meek Family Therapy, which is a group therapy office, and a lot of our clinicians that will come in to provide groups and educational resources to our families. They are the ones that work at Amy Meek Family Therapy, and then they'll come over to Mindful Minis to provide additional services and or provide family services at the Amy Meek Family Therapy office setting. So we do have some of those traditional mental health resources available just as desired for the families, not required, but we will have some of those therapists from Amy Meeks come into the childcare setting in Mindful Minis to provide groups for the children, parenting groups, several other opportunities for education and resourcing. But those mental health services are just a resource in case families want that access to those services. The nutrition we'll provide will be supportive of positive behavior and development. We'll remove a lot of the typical allergens and dyes. That way, the food that we are fueling the children with will support our entire mission to support that healthy growth and development and ability to manage and express and be receptive to our techniques within the classroom. Our mental health approach extends to our staff as well. We want our staff to feel comfortable and capable of implementing what we ask of them. And if their cup isn't full, then they're not able to provide that attention and intention to the kids. So that one-on-one support that we'll provide with our behavior care advocate also allows the teacher to feel like they have that support system and not feeling too spread thin. That way, if they're handling this group of children, we can have that sub in over here to help with whatever it is that that child's struggling with. That way it's just more supportive for our staff. So all of that to say that at Mindful Minis, we really hope and will intend to create a safe space for both parents and kiddos to feel like they get to express themselves fully and feel comfortable coming to Mindful Minis or sending their children to Mindful Minis. And we really hope to change the expectations of childcare to implement more of these techniques into a child's day-to-day to help create and nourish the best and positive development for these kids in their developing minds. So let us know if there's any questions. I will be creating more videos as the weeks go on to help explain each of those specifics more in detail. So if you have any questions or if you have ideas for my next videos, I'd love to hear them. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching.